What is up with it? Today we are going to be watching some purple Luffy versus Smoker, and as you guys saw, we're able to see some deck lists. The replay feature has been updated today. I have been speaking with Latasio about trying to get a bunch of different things fixed. Theoretically, it should be working really close to perfectly now. He's been working super hard on it. Shout outs to Latasio. Currently, the way it should be working is that any new replays at the end of the turn, whatever the board state, it should be fixed. So even if mid-turn there is a bit of a bugaboo, it should be fixed at the end of that turn, and I have looked over a little bit, and so far that has been the case. So actually it looks like we have the going second Pluffy build. It's been pretty popular recently on ladder, and this is going to be a high rated, about both of these players being about 4 billion bounty, which I believe is around top 50 on the ladder. But the Pluffy player is going to go ahead and have Bonclay, Senior Pink, Sugar, Doflamingo, and Gum Gum Giant. Definitely a keepable hand if you ask me. And the red green Smoker is going to have a Beckman, which is going to be super important just to clear the Rosinante. So definitely like that. I mean, this hand is uber gas. So both players having very strong hands. Both players probably getting their preference for die roll as well. Latasio, if you're watching this still, I would love to know who won the die roll in the logs if possible. We're going to go ahead and start with a Sugar and find the Rosinante. Yeah, so the Pluffy player has pretty much everything he could ever dream of. The one thing he'd still like to find is another event to pitch off of his Rosinante. Because of course you can pitch the Gum Gum Giant and you can get it back with the Senior Pink, but of course you don't necessarily want your opponent knowing that. We're going to go ahead and draw for turn. Virgo grabbing that Chopper. And we're going to go ahead and pitch the Gum Gum Giant, drawing 2 cards, drawing a couple of Sangoros. We'll go ahead and swing 5 and pass turn. Okay, so that card we drew was actually another Gum Gum Giant. Wow, finding all 3 Gum Gum Giants is really incredible. And it looks like this player is actually playing the hybrid build, having some Sangoros in there. We're going to go ahead and counter this 5. And we are going to go ahead and put the Sanji after restanding a couple Dawn. I'm not exactly sure why it says we have a Dawn open. We do not have a Dawn open. But that's okay. We'll go ahead and play the Rosinante, trashing another Gum Gum Giant. And it doesn't show the Rosie on board currently, but we should see it fix at the end of this turn. So fingers crossed. We're going to go ahead and restand a ton of Dawn. Oh, it doesn't appear that it's fixing. Okay, there we go. See, I told you guys. Trust. So we're going to go ahead and draw a Smoker. We're going to go ahead and poke 6. We'll go ahead and counter that. And we're going to go ahead and poke 7. We will go ahead and Gum Gum Giant, trashing a card to draw 2. I'm not 100% sure what we drew. Surely we did not trash another Gum Gum Giant. Interesting. Okay, we're going to go ahead and Beckman one of the Rosies. And then we'll restand some Dawn. I think this restood one more Dawn than it was supposed to. I think we don't actually have any Dawn up here. So there are still a few minor bugs here and there. I'm fairly certain no Dawn is active here. And we were able to counter out of the 8 at the Rosinante. We're going to go ahead and play another Doflamingo into another Rosie. This man drew triple Rosie. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Holy. Wow. Double Dofi, triple Rosie is actually quite nice. We're going to swing 6 into 4, and which will draw us a Hody Jones after it dies. We're going to go ahead and swing 9 into 5 of the leader, and they're going to go ahead and take it. Definitely planning on bunkering up with this kid, I would imagine. However, we don't have any blocker to put next to it, unfortunately. And I imagine we only have 4 Dawn up, but maybe they really kept that much up. Okay, we're going to go ahead and swing 8 at Rosie. I imagine we'll let this one go, yeah. We'll go ahead and play out the kid. We will go ahead and restand 3 Dawn. Hopefully it's, yep, okay, so a little bit of a bugaboo with the smoker, where it seems to accidentally activate 1 more Dawn than it's supposed to. So we should have, I believe, 2 or 3 Dawn open here. Or no, we played this Sanji. Or did we play this off of the kid? I think we played this off the kid. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and rush Luffy, swing 10. We'll go ahead and give a 2K and a 1K. We'll go ahead and swing 9 at the kid. We'll go ahead and give a 2K. We'll go ahead and swing 10 at the kid. And it's going to go ahead and die. And then we'll swing 5, 6 at life. We'll go ahead and take the first one. We'll go ahead and counter the second one. So we did leave some Dawn up just in case we got this out of life, and we did. Wow, God is good. You love to see it. But restanding a couple Dawn, so we've got a few different events on us. So it actually looks like maybe they're not playing a huge Straw Hat package. We haven't seen them draw Luffy Taro yet. We're going to swing 7 into 5. Ooh, and I think the Hody Jones actually rested these Dawn. So something to make note of. It looks like the Hody resting these Dawn is not showing up in the logs. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what happened here. We're going to swing 8 into 5, which will connect, trashing the... I think this is just lethal. And then we're going to swing 7, give a 2K, 1K. And then we're going to swing 8. Yeah, so this is going to end up being lethal. I think they're actually at 0 life when this swing happens. And the game somehow didn't recognize that it was being trashed by the smoker. So still a few minor bugs. It's definitely getting a lot better. You know, I'm keeping a close eye on it. I do think that this is going to be unbelievable once it's, you know, at its full capacity. So thank you guys for rocking with me, even while there is a few minor bugs as we do try to watch these replays. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.